Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Sunday Chat. We are talking about you can rewrite your life story 100%. And I really wanted to start with a story about a young woman who got to a point where she was tired with her life. She got to a point where she just knew that she couldn't take it anymore. And everyone she reached out to say, oh, do this step, do that step, until she got to the point and she said, you know what, I'm just going to get up and I'm just going to go. So rewriting your story means you just want to become a different person. You know that what you are and who you are right now, you don't like it. That's the first step, is that dissatisfaction with where you are now. You are not satisfied. In fact, you are irritated, you are angry, you are tired, you are everything but what you are right now and where you are in your life. And that's where it starts, that restlessness of, no, I can't continue like this. This is not where I thought I was going to be. And then the second step is where change happens. You make a choice. You don't like this life. Are you just going to complain, or you're going to make a change? I heard one quote saying, don't complain about what you are not willing to change. If something is happening in your life that you are tired of, get up and make a change. So the second step will be your choice. Choose to make a change. And someone is saying, I'm trying. How can I? I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have connection. I don't have money. The first thing is to count your blessings. That's the third step. Count your blessings. What do you mean by count? I don't have any blessing. Count your blessings. You have the breath of life. You have hands. You have eyes. You have your brain. Look around you. You have children. My favorite verse, the woman, she was tired at the same time, embarrassed. A child of God, for that matter, in a place of leadership in the church, and they were about to carry her children away because of debt. And she made up her mind for it. What did she have? She had relationship with the head pastor or leader. That was one thing she had. Count your relationships. Look through your phone. Where have I lived? What do they have there that they need where I live now? And that was what the man of God said when she was counting her blessings. Because if we don't count our blessings, you will not be able to move from where you are to where you need to be. She didn't even need to count much because she felt she didn't have much. Say, what do you have in your house? Said, I don't have nothing but a jar of oil. And that was what the man of God said she could work with. But it wasn't only the jar of oil she had. She also had children who could support her as her first source of staffing to help her do what she needs to do for her business. She also had neighbors who she could serve. That was another thing she had. This is how we count our blessings. So you have neighbors. So you have a roof over your head. So you have, a phone, and you have internet on that phone, and you have free Google classes, and you have YouTube University. Count your blessings. Whenever you don't like where you are tired, angry, don't just be angry. Don't just be crying every day. Cry with one eye and open one eye. Choose to change what you're complaining about. Number three is count your blessings. Count your blessings. You have a phone, you have internet, you have YouTube, you can learn a new skill. Don't compare yourself with others. Don't compare yourself with another person. Situations are not the same. And the last thing, you have to be consistent. For instance, you want to learn a skill or a new skill. Like the woman, she had to learn, how to go to neighbors. She wasn't tired of borrowing. Say, but this time, borrow only empty vessels. Why empty vessels? Because she needed to fill them. So she needed to develop selling skills. She needed to develop working with her children, teaching them business skills. So she learned how to sell. She learned how to demarcate profit from capital, because the man of God told her, sell what you have when the oil multiplied and live on the rest. If she was going to live on the rest, definitely they are not going to consume the whole oil, because if they consume the whole oil, they are coming back to start from scratch. What are we talking about? You are the one that has the power to rewrite your own story 100%. Are you waiting for someone to come and help you rewrite your story? Everyone has their own life to deal with. So if I want to rewrite my own story, I have to get up, make the choice that this year will be the last year ever that this thing will happen in my life. I am going to make a choice to get up with the last thing I have, with the last strength I have, with the last money I have, with the last contact I have, with the last this I have, that I have. I will arise and make it. Giving up is not a solution. Giving up is not an option. Stand up. Rewrite your own story. God is in the business of helping people who are ready to rewrite their story. The question is, are you ready? Are you just going to be complaining? And he says, do you want to be made whole? He said, John chapter 5. The man that was there for 30 years, he said, I don't have this. I don't. He said, do you want to be made? This is the question that we want to answer. Do you want to be made whole? It's not what you have or what you don't have or how it will be done. The first thing you need to decide, do I want to continue like this? After we have known the answer to that question, the next steps we will show. It is for you to first decide that you are no longer willing to tolerate this level of life. Once you come to that decision, and that is when you become restless, you will break the yoke off your neck. Once you have made that decision that this year will be the end of this matter, then thoughts, ideas. You will not be ashamed to carry your business on top of your head. You will not be ashamed to do what it takes. You will not be lazy to do what it takes to get yourself out of that situation. All you have known down is that, as far as I'm concerned, I call my name and I'm telling myself, no more. No more stupidity. No more slothfulness, no more laziness, no more complaining what I'm not willing to change. I am standing up. I am arising. I am shining. Let me leave us with this word. Isaiah 61 verse 1. Arise and shine, for your light has come. For you to reflect that light, you have to arise. You can't sit down and the light is coming. No. In the name of Jesus, out of every depression, out of every complaint, out of every rot, arise in the name of Jesus. Out of every stagnancy, arise in the name of Jesus. I arise. You begin to call your name, begin to pace around the house, and begin to tell yourself, call out your soul, call out your spirit, and tell your spirit to arise. Out of every I cannot do it, I cannot make it, out of every excuse it is, arise in the name of Jesus. I'll hear your testimony. I look forward to hearing your testimony. God bless you. See you next time.